Purpose makes a being divine. The only two beings who has for pleasure is human beings and dolphins. For human beings and dolphins is a pleasurable thing. To discover one's purpose, one needs to be in meditation, one needs to be in movement, and one needs to have breath, clear breath. All human beings have only a few problems, 5 or 6 problems in their life. When one starts attending to their health problems, they're building their physical body. Then when the body becomes healthy, the next thing that body wants to solve is its relationship problems. The purpose of any one being's life is to solve problems. We wake up and we start worrying about what is that we're going to do today. Spend about 20 minutes, half an hour in the morning when you wake up and think. It's a yogic practice. It takes a whole community, a whole village to raise that child. It's not just people. You can solve problems for animals. You can solve problems on climate change. That brings meaning to your life. That brings purpose to your life. When you're moving and you're breathing and you're meditating at the same time, naturally the microbiome of the body starts balancing and becomes an energy body. So for relationships, you need mental clarity. And this is how we approach this. While you're doing this, your body and mind is tuning in. You're creating a divine body. Now it becomes your responsibility to have a divine purpose. One has to heal themselves. No one can heal another person. They can create the space and the energy to heal themselves. Self-esteem here is not a negative thing. Self-esteem gives you that extraordinary human being powers. Mudita is the power to help and bring value to all beings around you. From there to self-realization is the transformation of an extraordinary being becoming a divine being. Why we came to earth, why we took this birth, what is our cosmic purpose to come to earth? Imagine a world full of people having a divine attitude, living a divine life. Just imagine that.
Hello, Namaskaram. Today we are going to have a session with Rajaji, who is teaching many courses to solve problems in our life. So topic is life. What is life? Life is a process between birth and death. So we can ask a lot of questions to him. He will make us to understand what is life and how to hack the problems and what is the purpose of life. Yes. So what is life, Rajan?
Thank you, Gokul. Namaskaram. It's good to see you in this high energy. What is life? Life is nothing but an experience, a set of experiences from birth to death. How have we lived our life? How have we defined our life? And the things that we've done in a cumulative way explains our life. And that defines our life. That's all. To have a definition of a divine life, one has to move from ordinary to divine life. Otherwise, life in general is just a set of experiences that we've lived, the stories that we've created, the meaning that we've had in our life. This is what we have as definition. That's what life is, Gokul. The experiences of all the things we've done, one does in this life, the story of how a person has lived with all the experiences, the meaning, the purpose, and the divinity they have expresses the meaning of their life.
Okay, so what is the purpose of life?
Wow, great question. So the purpose of life is moving from having an ordinary life to an extraordinary life. What is an ordinary life? An ordinary life is someone who meets the basic needs of life, like air, water, food, clothing, shelter. That's it. These are the basic needs of life. And then when you look past, a little bit past that, someone will have health and investments and things like that, having a social standard in life, right? But from moving from this ordinary standard life, meeting the basic requirements of life, if one has to move towards being a divine being, then they need to have a divine purpose in life. So you asked a beautiful question about purpose. Purpose makes a being divine, right? Now, Maslow is a philosopher from the 70s, I think, placed his pyramid called the Maslow's hierarchy of the human mind or the human being. Here he speaks about different levels, 5 stages of life, the physiological needs, and explains the basic needs of every human being. Every being, in fact, Every single being is after air, water, food, shelter, whether it lives in a cave or a burrow or in a house, and reproduction. When one has the luxury of having all of this, they're creating a life which is an ordinary being's life. Every being has this. When one goes past this, they're creating an extraordinary life. One goes past the extraordinary life and thinking about the environment and the people around themselves or the other beings around themselves and how they can be of value, it becomes of divine nature. That becomes a divine life.
So how to find the purpose of life? Because I don't think so everyone's purpose is same. They have different purposes to take up this life. So how to find the purpose of their life? Do you have any method to find it?
I know one person has any one method for everyone. There is no standard method. But however, there is a clear understanding of what you need to find your purpose. Okay. Yeah. There is no purpose. You can't fulfill any purpose without having a healthy, sound body. Okay. So you need to have a clear, sound body to do any purpose. So the first thing that one needs is a healthy body. Now, just having a healthy body is not enough. You need to have a clear mind.
Yeah.
Okay. To discover one's purpose, one needs to be in meditation, one needs to be in movement, and one needs to have breath, clear breath. With all of these components involved, one needs to also have a clear mind. They need to have the mental clarity. Otherwise, they'll have a sound body and a mental health issue, which is a mental body. Okay. One needs to have mental clarity to have a sound body and a sound mind. When they have a sound body and a sound mind, they're naturally taking care of all the problems around in the vicinity of their life. Solving the most basic problem becomes an individual's immediate purpose. Solving the most basic problem becomes the person's immediate purpose. All human beings have only a few problems, 5 or 6 problems in their life, in general. Okay, general problems only 5 or 6, not many. Though it seems like a world full of problems, life full of problems, you can categorize this in 5 or 6. First one being health problems, financial problems, relationship problems, legal problems, problems at work, family problems. So your problems are, it's covered in these 5 or 6 categories. All the problems that one needs to solve is covered. Then the purpose of that person, the purpose of that being is immediately to solve these problems. Okay, whether it is health problems or financial problems. When one starts attending to their health problems, they're building their physical body. When one starts building the physical body, in the physical body is their mind. The mental body is in the physical body. Mental body, emotional body, spiritual body, all of this is within the body only. Within and around the body, the sheets of the body. It's called Panchakoshas. Panchakosha Rahasya, actually. Right? Then when the body becomes healthy, the next thing that body wants to solve is its relationship problems. It will want to solve the relationship problems. So that healthy body's purpose straight away is to solve the relationship. So the purpose there is to solve relationship problems. Once it's solved that, it's thinking about how to build financial wealth. It wants to solve that problem. So then the purpose is to solve financial problems. One by one, this being is building its body, its relationships, its financial wealth, and it's solving their problems, and that is their being's purpose. That is the being's purpose at that time. Once this being has solved all their problems and don't have any problems of their own to solve, they start solving the problems of the people around them. The problems of the people around them will be other people having health issues or mental issues or financial issues or things like that. When they start solving the people around them, they say if it's family or friends or community, then naturally they start thinking about solving their society's problems, their community's problems. See how this problem-solving capacity is growing, and this person's life is also expanding and becoming richer as he or she is solving more problems, right? So the key word here, the purpose of any one being's life is to solve problems, whether it is an ant or a human being. The ant's problem is to get enough food and store it so that it has food for the winter, for the whole colony. It wakes up, it goes and brings food back to its nest. It's solving that problem. That is the story of an ant's life. The story of a human being's life is not of that. We wake up and we start worrying about what is that we're going to do today. There's no understanding of what we came here for. The moment you start thinking about how can I solve, what is my problem today and what is that I'm going to do to solve it? That's all you need to think. When you think, spend about 20 minutes, half an hour in the morning when you wake up and think, it's a yogic practice. You will start understanding that you have X, Y, Z problems and you're going to find solutions to X, Y, Z. When you solve your problems, then you are capable and have the knowledge to solve other people's problems. And it requires knowledge, it requires skill, and you have to have that attitude of gratitude. None of us can live on this earth by ourselves. We cannot have life on this earth on our own. We never came by ourselves. We didn't create ourselves by ourselves. So it took two people to have that, to create another. It takes a whole community, a whole village to raise that child. We don't have that luxury today. We are stuck in apartment buildings and condos. We need to think outside of that condo. We need a community. We need a tribe. We need to build ourselves. When we build ourselves, then we start thinking about how we can be of service to a larger community, a larger tribe, a larger society, country, continent, state, etc. And that is mudita. When we think about how we can bring value to a larger group of people, you're thinking about something greater than you. That becomes a divine purpose. So from having an ordinary purpose of solving one's problem of health or finances, to being a solopreneur, to being a socialpreneur, to being someone who can bring solutions to a larger population of people, beings, it's not just people. You can solve problems for animals. You can solve problems on climate change. You can solve problems on war. It doesn't matter what problem you come to solve, you are that unique being who's come to solve that problem that no one else can do. That brings meaning to your life. That brings purpose to your life.
That's a fantastic answer. Now, according to Maslow's hierarchy, the first one is physiological. So physiological needs, as you said, for the physiological needs, we need to have a strong body. Then we have, after physiological needs, it's going to be security needs. For security needs, we need to have a...
Physiological need is not just strong body. Physiological need is air to breathe, water to drink, shelter, food, clothing. In Hindi, they would say roti kapda makan. Pardon me, my Hindi is not great, but roti kapda makan means bread, clothing, and housing. This is the physiological needs. When you say strong body, that drops into security. Security. You need a strong body to fight the antibodies and pathogens and bacteria and viruses in a microscopic level. But when you want to have a healthier body and you want to defend yourself from someone who's attacking you, then that is that's more secure body. So that falls into the security of the body. Security of the...
So physiological needs and security needs comes under physiological. Am I right?
No, security needs is next level.
Next level.
Someone who wants health is growing up that ladder of the pyramid.
Okay. So current generation have a lot of problems with relationship, love and empathy. So how to solve problems in relationship? So for that we need to have a sound body. If we have a sound body, we'll be having sound mind. So how Healing Warrior tribe help us to build a strong body and sound mind? Does Healing Warrior tribe have any course for that?
Yeah, the Healing Warrior tribe practice itself is it's not a course, it's a program. And what we do in this program, we train the body through movement, meditation, and breath work. When you're moving and you're breathing and you're meditating at the same time, naturally the microbiome of the body starts balancing and becomes an energy body. When the energy body is cultivated, you have energy to start thinking about how to solve problems apart from health. So health is already in security. Apart from health is what? Relationships. So in relationships is where we have friendships and love and things like that, care. So for relationships, you need mental clarity. So there is a course called Mental Clarity, which is a 6 weeks course, which prepares the mind to tackle all of the possible mental problems that one could have in this life. And it's only available for people in the mental healing warrior tribe. Because you need to have, without the sound body, you can't do mental clarity course. You could do it simultaneously. It's not two separate things. And this is how we approach this. While you're doing this, your body and mind is tuning in. You're creating a divine body. Now it becomes your responsibility to have a divine purpose. That's where you go from an ordinary body to a divine body. Your ordinary body will have ordinary purpose. Your divine body will have divine purpose.
So physiological needs, security needs, and love and empathy. And next one is esteem, self-esteem. So you will prepare a person from physiological needs, and the last one is self-actualization or self-realization. So do you help people to reach the self-realization? Self-realization.
We help people to help themselves. We don't help to solve your problem, but we help you to learn how to solve your own problem. No one can heal anyone. This is the ultimate truth. Through my healing journey, I've realized the ultimate truth of life is one has to heal themselves. No one can heal another person. They can create the space and the energy to heal themselves, but I can't heal you. You have to heal yourself. I can teach you how to heal yourself. I can show you the way. Same way, this hierarchy or this play of win in life, to have a successful, vibrant, extraordinary, divine life, it's your journey. We are here to support that journey for you. So then, from the physiological needs, you build security, you build a strong body, you build a healthy body, you make investments, you have your finances sorted, you solve your relationship problems, you create that space of love, empathy, solid relationships and friendships where you have common goals and you're creating and co-creating, having clear frameworks. From there, you move into having esteem, self-esteem. Self-esteem here is not a negative thing. People think self-esteem is ego. No, self-esteem is your status in this world as a human being. Are you an ordinary human being or are you an extraordinary human being? Self-esteem gives you that extraordinary human being powers. You have a status in your life. The status here is when you show up to your family as a warrior, when you show up to your family as a strong being, someone who's sorted, someone who's got all their problems sorted, and they are capable and has the power to solve other people's problems, you're showing up as a warrior. Mudita is the power to help and bring value to all beings around you. Wherever you go, you're solving people's problems. Your energy is solving. You're just being present in a room full of people makes them feel happy and excited and strong and vital. Isn't that a great place to be? That is self-esteem. That is the esteem that one needs to have. The status of your life, who you are, what you're doing, where you are, and who you're with. From there to self-realization is the transformation of an extraordinary being becoming a divine being. Self-actualization is nothing but realizing that this being here is a speck of the divine supreme being themselves. The understanding and the connection of a celestial divine being within us. We start realizing who we are, why we came to earth, why we took this birth, what is our cosmic purpose to come to earth, what is the cosmic connection that you have with the being. Everything that you do becomes divine. Your communication becomes divine. The way you live your life becomes divine. The way you see the beauty around you becomes divine. When you become a divine being, then every conversation you're having with the people around you will be a divine conversation. Every word that you say will be of divine nature. Imagine a world full of people having a divine attitude, living a divine life. Just imagine that.
Beautiful. It's thought-provoking, like the solution for all your problems is in the course Healing Warrior Tribe. So you're offering a lot of courses which has the solution.
Not a lot of courses, just one program.
One program.
One program, and mental clarity is a course within the program. If you want to learn about self-actualization and self-realization, you will have the lessons there. It's already there. If you need more than that, if you want to travel with me for the next 5-10 years, if you want to really follow where I'm going, I came here to save humanity. This is my purpose in this life. I came and took birth in this earth to help humanity so that they can find what they came to do and live their divine lives. So if they want more lessons on if you want more lessons on self-actualization, self-realization, how to reach God, I'll show you the way. You need to do the basics. You need to get ready for that. This will take some time. Okay, the damage that one has done takes years to do that damage, Goku. Then this amount of damage needs repair. So you need to give some time, at least 1, 2, 3 years to repair this body, repair this mind, repair all the relationships, finance. So when you don't have any problems of your own, then I'll teach you what to do next. That's when that course will come. It's not for all. Not everyone is ready. People who come to me are only thinking about how can it benefit me. Great, because you are ready to solve your own problems. But when you have finished solving your problems and then you come back to me saying, Rajan, I've finished solving all my problems. I have no problems to solve now. What is the next thing I can do? Who can I help? Whose problem can I solve? I'll guide you from there. That's when we go into mudita. From mudita is where you start seeing the larger perspective, the larger purpose, the divine purpose of what your birth is here in this planet. And I will help you. I will guide you through that. Course for that is not ready because there is no one person who has come to that state yet. So if you are that person who is looking and thinking that, wow, I want to be that person, then start working. You need to start putting the seed today so that in 2, 3, 4 years time, whatever time is relevant, because time and space is an illusion. It's not relevant at all. You put the seed today, how long it takes to grow is based on the nourishment of the soil and the water that you feed that plant and how important it is for that seed to grow. And it'll grow fast. If you're that person, then you will get there sooner. But for now, focus on healing all these 5, 6 categories of problems in your life, and then we can think about what else to do after that.
Thank you, Maharaj.
Thank you, Gokul.
Yes. So, my dear friends, we all have some problems in our life. So, Healing Warrior Tribe is offering a solution for us. So, those who are interested, please click the link below the video and see. And you can contact Rajan. He is a nice person who can hack any of your problems.
Hey guys, if you like this content and you enjoy listening to words of wisdom and meaning like this, please subscribe, like, share us. And if you want to continue to learn more from us and you wish to join our tribe, please click the link below in the description and we'll see you there. Thank you. Thank you, Gokul.
Thank you.